Is it running? Yep. Okay, Adil,
Hey.
nice to meet you. Thank
Nice
you
to
for
meet
coming
you.
inside.
Wait, how do you say it in Korean?
What is nice to meet you?
Yeah.
How do you say it in Korean?
반가워요?
반가워요.
반가워요.
Yeah,
반가워요.
반가워요. So, Adil, can you sort of introduce yourself to our zero-base founders?
Yes, so I'm Adil, 29, and I'm the founder of Mania, which is the most entertaining tech media ever. We started like just 5 months ago, and we've had some crazy productions out. People love us, so I'm happy. And this is still day one, so I think there's a lot of things coming next.
Cool, amazing. Before we kick off the Q&A fireside chat, this is a lie detector. We call it the bullshit detector.
I like this.
If you bullshit, it zaps you.
Okay.
So you need to be very honest.
I'm down.
And we've got a few questions ready for you. So what you will do is you will put your hands over this bullshit detector, and I will ask you a question.
Like this?
Yeah,
Okay.
just like that. Question number one. Well, do you have a girlfriend, for example?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, what
Wait,
questions?
it's working or not?
Not yet. Not yet.
Ah.
Not yet.
We can try it again.
We can try it again. Oh, is it working? Now we ask the question, right? Okay.
You can ask the question
Cool.
again.
Girlfriend question.
Okay. Since you are in Founders Inc., you see a lot of founders. Is there a founder in particular you're like, how the fuck did he get accepted into Founders Inc.?
Lots of them.
Lots of them. Okay. Let's see.
Not one.
Not one. Let's see.
But it's cool. Like, this is what makes this place special. It's like it's more open than so many other spaces.
Right.
So it gives you a chance, even like before anyone else.
Oh,
which is
okay.
cool. Like, it's not the case in so many spaces.
So yeah, he was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Now, Silicon Mania, it is yellow. Has there been an instance where you regretted the color choice of Silicon Mania?
What do you mean?
So, like,
Instead of yellow, you're like, should we make it into a different color?
I don't know. I feel like yellow is good.
Yellow is
Because it represents in the dictionary of colors the sun, happiness, the energy. There's like a lot of things in yellow, and also like attention somehow.
Right.
I think like it's the mix of everything I am right now. So yeah, that's why like it's the best thing.
It's your favorite color.
Yeah. Is
Okay.
this working?
And then we press it. Let's see if it's true. If you're lying, it's gonna zap you.
I don't tell if it's scripted or not.
Oh,
Yay!
He survived it. Nice, nice. Okay. Do you have any questions for Adil?
Oh, sure. So you're like building around tech scene. Have you always like tried wanted to kind of try something else or like go back to the previous production? Like you've tried co-founding the LLM, right? The large language movies. Yeah. Did you ever wanted to go back at some point at some time?
No. But if I stop what I'm doing right now, I think the other option would be like something in soccer, like media and soccer, 100%. Football, not soccer. I spent some time here, so everyone says soccer, that's why. Yay!
Everybody here is like just telling the truth, right?
Not much people are bullshitting, I guess.
Okay, let's see. The next one.
I want to just dive straight into the questions that we have for Adil, since we
sure.
want to get to know Adil more. So thank you so much for the light.
Okay,
We can
it's
do this.
over.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
I
it's
can
over.
keep it.
Okay, keep it. I guess. Okay, cool. You'll just keep it like that.
Yeah, so I have some like few questions ready.
Okay.
So you've said like the old media is dead, and the recap format was almost an accident that kind of exploded overnight, and it kind of jumped from 2K to 50K. So what did you change the next week, and what did you resist changing?
Good question. So for me, there is the global media, which is like when you talk about like football, we talk about Hollywood, pop culture. Like on those media, they are way more advanced than tech. Like the way they are covered, the way like you see those stars. When you think of, I don't know, like today, LeBron James, Mbappe, Taylor Swift, like the way they're branded, they're marketed to people, it's like so well done. And same I think in K-pop, like in Korea, I think like you have this cool branding, like they think of promotion, people are connected to those people, to stars, and even to the ecosystem at the end, because like when you create those, they are just parts of something that is even bigger. When it comes to tech, I think it's not the case. I think the only media we've had successful out of tech for a long time was product reviews. People like Marcus Brownlee doing like iPhone reviews or content reviews. I think I'm talking about him because like he's famous in America, but there's like lots of other people who are doing the same things, like product reviews, product review, product reviews. And I think tech is way more deep than just, oh, here is the last iPhone with like the last camera. So because like there's weird people making weird stuff, and if we just cover them in the right way, I think people will care more. So that's one. And second is when it comes to AI, I think it will bring more and more people inside because like, for a long time, if you wanted to make something in tech, you need like a CTO, you need someone who can code. I feel like right now it's easier, so we'll have more people in tech, but those people like they need media, they need content, they need like, something around them, and they need the culture. And I think the culture should survive. And how to survive the culture is like by, again, like creating content around it and making like media stuff around it. So like that's our bets somehow, and that's where we're trying to go like for what's next.
Yeah, I have a question. So for the viewers who don't know what Silicon Mania is, why did you decide to create Silicon Mania in the first place? What was the reason behind it?
Yeah, for me it was like this. Like when I saw what was happening, and especially like in December, January, when I saw the A16Z New Media Fellowship, the TVPN and all of that, I was like, oh, if this is like the level, I think we're bad. We should go for way better than all of this. And that's where I was like, okay. And especially to make it simple, when I opened Twitter, it was this. When I opened YouTube, it was great content creators making great productions. And I was like, why it's different? Why it's not the same? Why we don't have the button for tech? Why we don't have some crazy lie detector productions for tech? Like all those things, you see them in pop culture, and you see them like with stars. We see like the GQ and all those, but when it comes to tech, we don't have that. And we have the people, we have the stories, we have the narratives. And I was like, yes, someone should take the lead and do this. And I don't think A16 is the right people to do it. They're fun at the end. So I was like, yes, it needs to be someone creative. Let's try and see where it goes. And we started with a recap, like you said. It was like an accident, because like that wasn't supposed like to go that big. And then it worked, and then we keep doing it and doing it until like everyone started loving those, and then we stopped it. It's coming back, no worries. Yeah, I know everyone's waiting for the 1 of May. It's coming. We have some delays, but it should be good. We love to surprise people. So, and then like we ended up doing like the Buzzer, the Night Show, the magazines. So like, yeah, so many different productions. I would love to go for more. Like that's our ambition.
Just one more question before I hand it over to you. One of our advisor is Taeyong from EO. Now, they're a big media company. And I know you mentioned about A16Z Media. Do you really treat them as a Silicon Mania's competitors?
Yes. I mean, for me, the difference is like the media space is so open and we are not enough. I want more people. Like if someone wants to make content, we'll be so happy because like, when you look at, again, like the standard right now is football when it comes to media. I think football is, they have the best media ever. And when you look at people who are making media about football, there is like thousands and thousands and thousands of creators, of media companies, even like just broadcasting games. There's like 20 or 25, or even like more, I think 100 channels broadcasting the same games. And there's no competition at the end. So, because the more you cover, the more everyone wins, because like there is more eyes around it. So that's why I'm happy they're doing what they're doing. Like it's not bad for us. It's even the opposite. It's making us even looks more legit and everything. And so yeah, competing without competing. That's how I see it. Okay, cool. But if we compete with them, we will win. That's how it works.
So yeah, your slogan says is make tech fun again. It says on your hat and also in your manifesto as well.
Yeah.
So how do you keep taste consistent across the team without it turning into a style guide that kind of kills the vibe?
Ooh. Tricky question. It's so complicated. Because like how can I say it? If you want to scale, you will end up going back to slop. That's how it works. Like that's something that you can repeat a lot of times. So you should resist. And that's where, I mean, for me, the answer is like, I'm trying to get inspiration from Pixar, from Disney, from all those companies, because like they cooked something great while being big. And I think the answers you will have them like on the journey. Like it's so complicated to answer that question. It's a hard question. So yeah, I'm just trying like to figure out, this part of it, like how we can stay creative, while scaling. Because I don't want to end up being like an agency or whatever. I think like we can be as big as Disney, but we just need like to survive the scaling while being creative, which is like challenging.
Then how do you decide what's the format versus like what's the distraction in kind of building the Silicon Mania? So like what did you kill? Kind of comparing,
Yeah.
Yeah, comparing it from the initial process of making,
Yeah.
building it.
I think for me it's so there's two things. There is the first one is the reaction you get from people when you drop something, and that's something you cannot really measure. Like even if you measure it and you have numbers can lie to you. But there is something more important than numbers, which is like how much people care, love, how they react. Like you see it, you feel it. And I can give an example. Like we dropped 2 formats, one we killed and one we kept. The one we kept was the buzzer. When we dropped the buzzer, the teaser, everyone was like, wow, that's so sick, it's cool. If you don't know what the buzzer is, it's like the button from Cuts, which is like the speed dating show, which is like one guy, one girl, 5 minutes of dating, and you can just skip on the person and throw them away. So we've done the same with founders investors. And they have like 5 minutes to talk to each other. If they survive the 5 minutes, we call it a deal. If it's not the case, one of them leaves because the other one was like, no, I hate you, goodbye. So we've done the first one, and it was so, in terms of numbers, it wasn't big as we expected. That's okay, because in terms of hype, everyone loved it. Everyone's like, wow, that's a sick idea. I watched it. I got like some DMs after people, they were like, I watched like the full 15 minutes. Why it's just 15 minutes? Give me 30, give me 40. It's so good. And that's what gives you like again, the way people react is like they overreact on stuff. When it comes to something we killed, for example, we've done drone interviews. So we've done like street interviews with founders. And with the first one, I think it was with Alan. There was big numbers on it, like on Instagram, on Twitter, but I didn't feel like people felt something special with it. It was just classic interviews, and everyone was like, okay, cool. But I'm not looking for cool, I'm looking like for greatness. And for me, like that's where we're like, okay, we've done 2 of those, one with Alan from Nozomio and one with Charles from Strawberry, and then we stopped. Because I was like, I don't feel like that this is so magical for people. But it was a good experience, so yeah.
This is more towards the founders who are, because since Silicon Mania is the king of distribution.
No. Glory is the king of distribution.
So can you give some advice for founders that are not getting enough views when they're constantly posting?
For me, one is be yourself, and 2, tell your own story. I think people just love stories, and stories, it comes from framing, from the way like you think. How can I say it? It should be simple, and you should have something to start with. I think that's so important because like every character needs some story, something okay, who are you in one line, without the classic one, which is like, okay, I'm this is like what I'm working on. Like this is classic. You need something else. Like if we take examples, I don't know, for example, from Roy Lee, it was when he was kicked off his university. That was like the main story that made him Roy Lee at the end. And then like going for cheating is okay. Same, like you can be like, he's the guy doing cheating is okay. For me, I think it's more like of the yellow thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, the yellow guy doing some funny stuff. And that creates the story at the end. And I think you need that when you're starting to do stuff. And then, just like be yourself. I feel like people are so scared. And that's something I hate because like people, they try to optimize for following some rules because that's what will help them grow. I think if you fuck up with rules, that's where you win. Again, like just drop things. Like take some risks and just like do things, I think, and be the main character in your story. I think that's the most important thing.
And we've also seen your recruitment post for like hiring for the team. And speaking of greatness, you said you hire for insanely great taste and high agency. But like, how do I actually test for taste in an interview? Because I think personally, taste is a very subjective thing. You know?
I think you just try with people and see how far they can go. That's the most important thing. And I agree it's subjective, so that's why it's, if it fits our style, I think. So that's the thing. Like there is some styles, like anyone can do something great. Some people, like they can cook some great stuff, but if it doesn't match our frame, like even if it's great, it's not in, so that's okay. So I think like that's where, so it should be like great, but at the same time, inside our vibes. And that's where it's relevant.
Because like for some founders, like mostly if they're working on like physical products, like you can tell them by tractions or like revenues, right?
Yeah.
But I think for media, it's a bit of a, Like
vibes.
yeah,
It's
vibes,
all
like
on
ambiguous
vibes.
stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see stuff and be like, oh, this is good. Oh, this is, I don't know. Oh, I felt something special with this. And I feel like, yeah, it's all about the feelings. And feelings are, you cannot measure them. I mean, for now at least. But I think, yeah, for me, that's what makes a difference. So we try to avoid as much as we can the numbers. I know numbers matters. I know like there is money and everything. But if we can just optimize for quality before everything else, we win. 100%.
Do you think more tech founders or tech companies should hire storytellers?
Ah,
in their team?
100%. The competition is going bad in the next weeks because, like, for a long time, it was if you just hire the best CTO like development team, you can just cook something good and people will buy from you because there's only like 3 people doing the same thing as you. Right now, there is like 100 doing the same exact thing as you. So the difference is just if people know you or not.
I think this is super important for Korean founders or Asian founders in general. We do not hire storytellers or we do not hire content guys, which is a huge mistake. You'll 100% lose in the long term. Every single company in the tech scene should have a great content guy, which is Moon for us, and also
Hey.
a great storyteller. Otherwise, no matter if you're a tech company, you'll 100% lose in the long game. So I think that's super important. And that's one of the startup trends that's currently shifting compared to 5 years ago.
Yeah, and I think like one of the people who are like doing, how can I say it? They're like early on this right now, even though like it's the hype started, but applied on tech startups. I think Farza with Clicky is like he's cooking because like he drops like weekly videos. So he brings you inside the company somehow. So you feel some attachment to the company, like the what we shipped this week. You see like the company from inside, what they are working on. And if tomorrow there's like somebody else who does the same concept as Clicky, anyone can copy that. And it was even open source, I think. So, but it's not that not because of the technological edge, but it's more of the storytelling edge. And that's what makes him defensive. So if I'm a client and I want to buy like such a software, for example, one day, because I want to subscribe to it, there's like 5 options, I will go for this option. It's like just one each works, even though each half works, it's good. And second, the story is, I want that thing. So, and that's the difference. So I think it's so important. And that's what makes also the difference between, it's funny, because I met with this investor like 2 months ago, and I remember like he told me the story, and I remember even like the original story, like 1 year ago, he bets on some company, I won't say the name, which was competing with Lovable. Same concept, same product, and even better product than Lovable. Way better, technically talking. But then those guys, they stayed in the lab, they never shared contents. And I remember like I talked with them and they were like so far from, like they were like, who needs content? We just need good products and that's all. And then everyone knows Lovable. Everyone knows Anton. He was like in socials lots, pushing everyone to push on socials and everything. So 1 year after, we know the difference. And the investor told me like, I'm so sad because those guys, if they just talked more about their products and storytelling, like Lovable, like bring more people together, like the way they spend money on marketing and everything, they could have been right now still competing with them. And even though with great products, it's not enough. So for me, that's the issue right now. Products aren't enough. Like again, anyone can do the same. And you need like that marketing, storytelling parts of what you're doing. And everyone has stories. Like you can, again, like, that's why I like Farza. Like he doesn't push for to tell the best story ever, like the greatest editing ever. It's simple stuff, and that works. Simple stuff every day, they work. So don't overcomplicate it. Because like I know people that when they want to do storytelling, they are like, how I can be like James Cameron and make the best movie ever for my company. If you do the best movie ever about your company, believe me, no one cares. No one will care about you because like they're like, that's too much. And simple stuff every day, just tell the story. Stuff are happening. Stories are just stuff that happens, stuff that you can tell your friends about. And you have stuff happening in your company. Otherwise, just close it and do something else. But there's always something. So, and that's those things that are worth sharing to people. People will like you for that.
So no longer product or technology is the mode. There needs to have some kind of creativeness.
Yeah, it's still the mode for like some deep tech stuff where it's like Neuralink, or even those like I've seen some competition coming for them. So we'll see. And by the way, it's funny. I just spoke with someone like this morning, and we arrived to this conclusion, which is, if you think about it at the end, Elon is one of the best marketers ever, even though he doesn't do ads for Tesla or whatever, but he's the ad himself. He owns the social network. He can talk about Tesla and then his tweets is #1 because he owns it. He whenever he says something, everyone watched it. So only people who muted him. But that's how it works. Like he talks about SpaceX. If he went public because he talks about it, that's what makes the value of his company. And I think it's important. So take the lead, talk about what you're doing. You will have some haters. It's okay. Haters are part of the story. It's funny because even haters will make you go more viral than people like you. So it's good. And yeah, like everything is part of, you just believe in something and go for it 100%. I think that's what matters. And tell the story.
Does Silicon Mania have haters?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We have some. It was funny. Like it was when 3-4 weeks ago. 3 years ago. Someone like tweeted something that was so funny. It was like, Grok, remind me in 1 year when Silicon Mania will have some kind of scandal. I want to watch that. Cool. Great vibes. So I think I will print that and put it in my office. That would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, so I also grew up like reading a lot of newspapers, but like printing out magazine in 2026 is a deliberately, I think it's a very strange choice. What does print do for the brand Silicon Mania that a feed can never do? Because most of the people are like online, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have the answer. You said the answer.
Yeah.
So we want to be different. We want to be creative. And so being different is like, okay, you see what everyone is doing, and then you do exactly the opposite. So everyone is doing content. Everyone's trying to go like for the best production ever online. So we're like, no, we just go for the exact opposite, which is like we print magazines and we go distribute them ourselves. Like we have nothing that scales, something really simple, and it worked because like, again, no one is doing that. So we make lots of noise about it. And that was like the magic of that moment when you dropped like the first magazine. And I still believe in printed. I think printed can be good. The problem with printed is like, so what's happening right now with slop contents, printed contents had it 5 years ago, like, or even 10 years ago. Like if you go back to the 90s, I think, the printed newspaper magazines were like so thoughtful. There's like a lot of crafts. People like they put lots of energy into like those magazines. And then we took that industry and we're like, how we can make like 100x, 200x. And so we started just dropping like weekly magazines or monthly magazines that are like empty at the end. Like they're full of text, but empty of value. So I think if people start doing like, just going back to the classic, which is like, okay, I can have something and I will just enjoy reading it, I think people will like it. There's space for that. A lot of space even, I would say.
And I also think like a lot of companies these days are kind of trying to focus on tech media and like new media, but they seem to have like an obvious conflict. And the conflict is like the founders you cover are also the people you need access to. So like, how do you stay entertaining and honest without burning the rooms that you need to be in?
Good question. It's not that easy because like, so you need to find the small edges that will make people like care somehow. And yeah, like I think if we, how can I say it?
Because for me, I thought like generally like the consumer is mostly like just the public, right?
Yeah.
So you got to tell the story in a lot more easier ways, like
Yeah.
entertaining way, right? So.
Yeah, but even like how you can make the story as interesting as you can to people, and not because like there is like some stuff happening that you don't want to share. So I don't know. Look at Farza. That's the answer. I think like he nailed like well the way to storytell stuff. And so like you show some stuff, you don't show some stuff. I've seen like for example the last Replit movie. They dropped the Agent 3 movie, I think, where it was like inside the company. It's interesting because like you see all what they have been doing from inside. You see the conflicts. So they showed like so many moments of hard moments, intense moments. People like that. I don't know. I think, yeah, I think like it depends also like on what you want to share to people. But everything is good. Like I think if you're just sharing stuff, it's already like good. You're already better than so many people who aren't doing that. So that's the magic.
Yeah. So like if you were starting a tech media brand outside the US today, like with no audience, starting from like zero, what's the first format you would ship? And what is the thing that you refuse to copy from yourself?
Very good question.
So like imagine that you don't have like Silicon Mania at all.
Okay, okay, and I'm doing it for someone else.
For example, like Friends again, or like Europe.
I think I will start with news. I will just do cover news. Yes, there is this cool person called Seb Johnson. He's doing Tech Europe news. Like the name of his media is something Europe. I don't remember the name. He will kill me after. Scale in Europe or Scale Europe, I think. And he has just been doing news on LinkedIn. Like, this 11 Labs has done thing because like 11 Labs is Europe. He talks about Lovable. He talks about Revolut, all those companies, and just covering those companies make in English makes it big enough for people who are outside, inside, and outside care about it. And I think news is number one thing you should do. And the thing that I won't copy from what I've done, I think it's the recap. And I've seen lots of people doing the recaps in the last weeks. Every week, for like lots of weeks, I got someone pinging me, hey, I've done the recap, look. And then I see it, and I'm like, it's not really the recap, because I think the problem with the recap, and that's what people don't understand, is like, if you just take sequences of what happened and you mix them into one animated video, that's not a recap. The recap is something way more deep into that. It's the jokes, the choice of the music, the sound design, the way you how can I say, the way you push the narrative. There's like lots of small things that people like they neglect, and that's for me, that's exactly what makes the value of the recap. So I think, I want to go for a recap. That's like the worst thing ever to do.
This is a question a little bit more about the founders.
Yeah.
Asian founders who are wanting to create marketing or wanting to do some kind of overseas marketing, majority of them use, let's say, Facebook ads, Google SEO, but obviously there's more deeper insights into marketing. There's more depth into marketing. What should they be focusing on apart from like Facebook ads or paid ads when they want to market overseas?
I think Instagram contents, organic contents, TikTok organic contents, like series, productions, and that helps a lot. Like some stuff, like Cluely went viral. I'm talking about not in the tech bubble. Tech bubble, it was because of Roy or what he was doing. But outside of the tech bubble, thanks to their Friends Silicon Valley series, they were doing they're still doing it on Instagram, when they have like episodes and inside the office, and it's funny, sarcastic.
Yes.
Like that's exactly how you do marketing for free. Not free, like it's way better than just classic ads, and it's different. So I think if you want to go for that and tell people like the narrative, that's one way to do it. Again, they do series. They do like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and people like that. And it can be inside. Lovable content is good. I think like they show lots of products, what's inside, how they work, and even like what they shipped every week. And I think like what people are expecting right now in terms of content, like the simplest thing you can do is like, again, news can help. If you want to be like a news company, media. If you are a startup, I think just shipping every week and showing people what they're doing, what you are doing, it's important. And I think the best example is Anthropic. Every week they drop something, just dropped something today, I think cloud tags, whatever. So every week they will drop a video and they're like, we just launched this. Cursor started doing it, Notion, they're doing it, Whisperflow, they're doing it, OpenAI, they're doing it too. So I think like those kind of videos of, we ship this, we ship this, we ship this, that's the minimum thing that you are guaranteed people will care about it, and doesn't require of you to be defocused from your main product. Because like if you go for the Cluely kind of vibes, you may end up spending more time in how I can make this production good than making the real products, and you are a product company at the end. So I think, having this kind of just shipping stuff, talking about them every week, bringing people from the team, like, we just shipped this, like those OpenAI videos where they're like 3 around the table. You can just do that. People like it.
Just out of curiosity, what's your honest thoughts about Cluely?
Roy is a goat. Cluely as a company, I don't know. Like I think when it comes to media, they're good. When it comes to products, they will say they are good because they have good numbers, whatever. My standard is way bigger than that, and they haven't reached it yet. Like, I think what Silicon Valley is missing when it comes to products is not like products that does numbers. Like, we've had this number of users, we've made like, we are growing, whatever. I think that's what the VC wants, and it's good for them. Okay, if they are chasing that, I just believe like there is some kind of generational companies like Pixar, like Apple, like Google, and you want to make Google but just focus on users. Like there's something way bigger than all of that.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main challenge. Like, so that's for me where I hope they can reach that. If Roy can spend energy into that, I think I'll be so happy. Like so happy. Because we need, like, he has the right energy.
He is a writer.
Right.
I'm just not sure if it's on the right things. That's my challenge right now with him. I hope he succeeds. He's cool.
So yeah, your last name is Mania.
Yeah.
So did you actually take it to kind of name after like your Silicon Mania brand?
Yeah.
Really? And like, how long did it take you to kind of come up with the idea itself?
One shower.
One shower was like,
Yeah, that's what happens to me every time. Like every time I'm missing inspiration, one hot shower and it's good. And then you have some ideas. And it's funny because like I read a summary of a book called Rest. And the book talks about this, like there's two ways for the brain. So the brain and the body looks like they work in the same way. Like, so if you have sleep, your body like resets itself. If you are less working, your brain resets itself. And that's the moment where it starts connecting elements, doing like so many, like handling the tasks. And that's where you need like to just go out and think of stuff. And I think like showers are a good example, like of, okay, and you are just thinking, and that's where the mind has those kind of thoughts where you're like, oh wait, what if I call it like this? And then I was like, okay, why not? And I feel like the only thing that could have stopped me from doing it would have been the domain name if it was taken. So when I found that it was empty, I was like, oh, let's go. So we took it to .com and .tv, and I was like, okay, let's go for it.
and also you co-founded the large language movies, right? Before.
Yeah.
What are like the, I don't know, major like like lessons that you've learned?
From
Out of
that,
it, yeah.
yes.
First of all, what is a
Yeah.
large language?
Yeah. Can you explain
Yes.
it to
So large language movies, LLM, it was like a creative studio making AI productions for companies. So I started because like I was like, okay, I always wanted to make videos, AI videos, like videos. And then when I saw AI, I was like, we can make great videos without the need of animators or like production, like lots of people. So let's just try and see what we can do. So we could a lot of ads and organic content from many companies made with AI. And for me, there was two things. First is when you are an agency system, I think you don't own distribution that much. And that's something that made me so annoyed. That's why I think I stopped at the moment, because the problem is you can cook the best video ever, they will drop it themselves with their own sauce. And I think from an artist perspective, it sucks. So I was looking like for something different. And second, the AI video space is so early. The tools aren't there yet. Even with CDANs and everything, I think there's still space for so much more. And there will be lots of people who will make lots of money just by being creative studios or like creative agencies making productions for companies. Because like what's required for a long time, like I don't know if you want to make some Coca-Cola ad, it was like $1 million. Right now you can do it like with $10,000, and they will pay you for it.
Let's pick one or two.
Okay, I'll just pick one.
Okay.
So, so you have the whole what is it? Personal website page. It's kind of like a Wikipedia one, right?
Yeah.
And
I changed it
you
recently.
changed it again?
Yeah.
Okay. And like you have a background in computer science, and I could also tell that you've been interviewing like a lot of people in Europe and started off like your media journey. Like what was like the first like reason, like how you got into like these kind of sector?
I think I just never stopped being myself. And if you look at Adil, when I was like 11 or 12, I was like coding games and doing my own web radio. It was like before Facebook Live. It was called like Radionomy. You can just have like a player that can play 24/7 based on like you can have like a live audio stream before like any other platform. And I was like doing that. So, and then I kept doing that after and after, just differently, but after. So Silicon Mania is like, it's that thing. I think it was called Red Radio, whatever, stupid name. But that was exactly the same things. Like you talk about the magazine distribution them. I remember when I was like in middle school, I went, we had I think an English class, and I printed lots of small posters about my radio, and I gave this to all my friends, and then the teacher was so mad. He was like, yeah, this is like school. Don't do your stupid promotion. And that was the same thing. Like, yeah, you talk about what you're doing, productions, everything. I think like even like my first viral video, people don't know this, but like it was 11 years ago or something like this. And this was like a clip I made for my favorite artist. And I think right now it's still on YouTube. It's like 500,000 views or something like this. And yeah, like I was editing videos long time ago. So yeah, just keep doing what you are doing. I think that's all.
So Adil, one advice for Korean founders who are trying to make it to Silicon Valley. What is one advice that you can give them?
Bring the Korean energy. We need more of that.
Oh, that's very interesting. The Korean energy
Yeah.
into San Francisco.
Like, that's your edge. That's who you are. And I think people like want to know more. People are so curious. They want like to learn more, know more about the culture and everything. I think that's so interesting. And people like would love that. Like just share more about it. And then meet people. Maybe the thing that I learned from my first time when I arrived here is that like I made this random AI song for the games we hosted like when I just arrived. And in the song, there's like this moment where I say, all what you need is like big balls, one dream, and ambition. I still think it's the same thing. When you're in the like United States, you just need like to go for stuff, go big, and don't be scared here. Like this is the only space in the world where if you are crazy, people will like you. People are like, wow, let's go, that's cool. In any other place in the world, they will look at you like, why? Like, why you are doing this? Like, don't do this. And I feel like, yeah, that's the magic of SF. Like, if you are here, go for the most crazy thing you can go for. Believe me, no one will say anything. No one will be like, why? And I haven't seen that like for the last months. Everything like everyone who made some crazy stuff, people like they'll like that. And even if they don't like it, they will forget about it. Like the tech bubble is so moving so fast that if you go trend as, let's say, bad person, I hate saying this, but like, yeah, if you do something bad, for example, and it was like, yeah, everyone is mocking you somehow, people forget about it like the next day. So, because stuff are moving so fast, like between you and what will happen next, there is like Anthropic, OpenAI, Andre Karpathy is joining Anthropic, there's like Peter from Vocloud doing something, so there's always something happening. So believe me, people will forget about you in the next 2 hours. So you will go trend for like one day, and then if they forget about you. Because I had some friends who has done that, like went crazy on some stuff, it went viral, and it wasn't for the good reasons, at least for him. And then people forgot about him. Even right now, everyone forgot about him. So he can just go back, launch something, and it's okay. Yeah. So that's the magic.
Go big, guys, go big.
Yeah,
Adil,
go crazy.
thank you so much for joining us today, man. It was amazing.
It. What was the word? Wait.
What word?
Nice to meet you in Korean.
What is it?
반가워요.
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 Exactly.
All right, Adil. That was Adil from Silicon Mania. Thank you.
Thank you.